Alright guys, today's project is selling the cargo box on top of my little truck. Before installing, I had to make sure that it was centered on top of the topper. So I had to make sure that I set this rail depending on where the mounting point for the bottom of that is. And then I have to measure the mounting points between the back mounting point and the front mounting point, and then place the rails accordingly. The back rail is fixed, so I cannot adjust that one. So that one I have to really make sure that it was mounted properly. That one in the front, I can adjust it from forwards and backwards. So right now I have it mounted with the location that it should be. It mounts with 4 brackets. Should be pretty straightforward. This coming from the bottom, and then you have the little wing nuts on top. At least that's how I'm going to mount it on mine, because I don't have a whole lot of space between the top and the bottom. But first of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place the box, the cargo box, on top of the topper, and then take it from there. It's not super heavy, but it's pretty long and awkward, so I'm gonna try and attempt doing it myself. Hopefully I'm not gonna scratch up the paint, but I'm gonna try and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, there we go. Thank God. Oh, a little awkward, but I got it. Man, that's awesome. I should do it. I know it's something simple, guys, but very glad I was able to get it up there. Another thing that you have to be very, at least when you have a topper, is to make sure that it's not so far back that it's gonna prevent the back window from hitting. So I'm going to go ahead and center it, try to see if I can place the brackets and bolt it down. All right, guys. All right, this is how I put it in. I don't have someone to come and give me a hand right now, so the way I do it is that I can have one screw in the bottom plate. Hope you can see it. I put it in, so one screw is already taken care of. Then you have to twist this one, the bottom plate, so that you can insert the screw, the other screw. I put this over here so that I will not scratch the topper. I spent quite a bit of time painting it. So anyway, you guys, I have a video showing how I painted the custom flag on it, in case you guys want to check it out. But now that you have the bottom plate tilted, you can insert the screw. Once you're able to insert the screw, you can lift the topper a little bit and locate it between the 2 holes. There it is. Once it's inside, you put a little plate on the inside. I'm putting this loop stitch as an attaching point in case I want to tie something down. I have the loop. I have a locking washer on the one with the loop. Then I have the little twisty retainer. Attach the other one. And that should be it. You don't want to tie them all the way onto you center the topper on the roof. I already measured and I know I need to have this thing pushed 3 inches away from this so that it can be centered on both sides. The ones putting in the ones all the way on the other side, those are for a pain. I definitely recommend having someone hold it from the bottom. That way you can reach it, and I push the top of the carrier as far this side so that I can reach and I can screw it and attach it. Now that it's already attached, I already did that one. I just did this one pretty quick to show you guys how I went about them. I can go ahead and push this. It's 3 inches. I'm gonna measure it just because I'm a little OCD. Then I can go ahead and tie them all the way, and it should be good to go. Alright guys, just wanted to give you a quick show you exactly how it looks like on the inside, the attaching points. You can see the little loops that I added. I got those from a salvage yard. Actually, they came out PT Cruisers from the back of it. Got them pretty cheap when I was getting some parts. But anyway, that's how I went about attaching them. Alright guys, and now I can go ahead and use these little loops to tie something down in case I need to. Alright guys, that's going to be the final look on it. It's all mounted, all tight, all nice and tight. It's even from side to side, and the profile on it lets me open up the back window. The way where the back of the top box ends allows me to open up the window perfectly fine without interfering. So anyway guys, I hope that gives you a couple of ideas how to mount yours. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Okay, take care and you guys have a great day. Bye bye.